Hello friends, welcome back to another vlog, or welcome to my channel if this is the first time you are stumbling upon it. If this is your first time here, my name is Hannah. This is my little guy Trip. He is just about 3 months old, which is impossible to believe. And I'm picking up the camera because this is our first little stint of days of just being me and Trip. Cole went on a fishing trip with his dad and brother, one of his brothers. And so it's just me and the boy and Gur, and it's kind of nuts. This is my first time just being me and Trip. I have taken trips up to Chinook, and just me and him, and Cole stayed here. But I've always had like a second set of hands, so it will be a little interesting, but I know we will be just fine. Ideally, while Cole was gone, Mom would either be coming down here or I would be going up to Chinook, but they are actually headed to the lake in Minnesota, which I'm so jealous of. But I actually had a room reserved at the lake for me and Trip. But it's like a 14-hour drive or something like that, and they're doing it in 2 days. Usually we do it in 1 day. They're doing it in 2 days this year. But still, I was like, that is way too freaking much with a 2.5-month-old. Like, that's crazy. So I canceled my room, and that was that. And I know it was the right decision, but it's like such a bummer that it times up of them being gone at the same time, just because it'd be so fun to hang out with Mom. But whatever, I've been dwelling on that and I need to stop. So we just got in from a dog walk. It is so hot and so smoky still. I am so ready for the smoke to be gone. We have not had any of the windows open of the house because Trip was getting so stuffed up, and I also get really stuffed up, but I can handle it a little better. Luckily we have a little AC unit going, but it is just so hot and the smoke is absolutely awful. So hopefully that clears up soon, because I'd like to be going on long dog walks and whatever, but we haven't really been doing that. So I thought I would just pick up the camera, and you guys are gonna hang out with me for the period that Cole is gone, and we'll just see what we get up to. Right now, I think I'm gonna make some dinner while Trip is just up and happy. I think he'll go lay on his mat and play pretty well, hopefully. And if Cole is watching this, he's going to be rolling his eyes because it's the first day he's gone, and I am going to be having breakfast for dinner. I think I'm going to make a protein waffle and some sausage. And I promise, Cole, if you're watching this, I promise I will have real food while you're gone. But tonight, I'm not doing that. So anyways, like I said, I'm going to quit blabbing now finally, because I'm just saying nothing, and gonna make some dinner, and then we will reconvene. Say hello to the people, girl dog. Yes, they all are always asking about you. Yes, and you're the best girl. We have a good little pile of dishes going. Hopefully I'll get those done tonight, just to have the house looking fresh. Trip's been going down at a fairly decent hour, so hopefully I have some time after he goes to bed to get a few things done. Are you talking to Miss Mouse? Yeah, does she have a lot to say? That's pretty cool. I stuffed my face full of waffle and sausages. Really was a good dinner. I love breakfast for dinner. And now we are gonna go give the Trip man a bath, because it is bath night. Obviously won't be filming that for you, but we're just giving you a quick play-by-play. He's a little crabby because it's that time of night, but usually the bath cheers him up. Alright, the drip man is down. Hopefully he stays down. He usually does. He usually squirms a little bit like right after you put him down, and then he's fine. But you never know. Every night is a new night, so we will see. I had to kind of push him to stay awake a little longer because he really wanted to fall asleep at like 6:30. I'm like, that is too early. He's been going about 7:30, and then the past couple nights he's been going about 7, so I had to push him along to 7, but we made it. And he went down and he's just snoozing, so I can watch him on the baby monitor until I decide to go to bed. It's 7:30 right now. I just got the laundry folded and I'm gonna whip these dishes out really quickly. Also, do not be fooled. I am not this productive every night when he goes to bed. I am not exaggerating one bit when I say this is the first night, other than the night that I went to do that vinyl. This is the first night I have done anything whatsoever after he's gone to bed, I think. So it's feeling good. Just gonna keep plugging away. We are cooking with gas tonight. I got my laundry done and then I started my coffee. I don't do that every night, but some nights when I think of it, I make the coffee the night before and then I just have iced coffees the next day, and it works out perfectly, and it's just like one less thing to do in the mornings, which sounds dramatic because making coffee is really quick and easy, but if you have had a baby, you understand. I'm out here now. I took out the garbage. I also emptied the diaper pail because that thing needed to be emptied. And let me tell you, when you take out the bag of diapers, you could use that for self-defense if you needed to. Like, those things are heavy. So anyways, I'm outside now. That's one reason I love this baby monitor. It has the monitor, but you can also look at it from your phone, which I know can sometimes be controversial. Like, people think you'll get hacked or whatever. That's just like, I don't know. That's a risk I'm willing to take. So I'm just right outside. I think I am going to deadhead my flowers a little bit because they desperately need some attention, and I can keep an eye on little man and just get some fresh air. And well, fresh, it's smoky still, but Gur can hang out and do whatever she wants to do, and I'll just make my flowers look nice again. Also, this pajama set I freaking love. I got it in a set of 2. It's just shorts and a button-up. It's perfect for nursing and it's super comfy. They're so soft. And if I'm remembering correctly, they really weren't that expensive. I got this one, and then maybe you've seen the one that has, it's like blue with stars. I wear them every single night. I just deadheaded until I couldn't deadhead anymore. It seemed like every single thing was a deadhead, and it's lucky there's any blooms left on the plants, but they're looking pretty good now. I'm gonna quickly give them some water because they're looking a little dry, even though I just watered them this morning. Also, I'm not sure what, but there's something eating pieces of my flowers. Like, I did notice that there was spiders on both of these. Do spiders do that? I don't know, but something is munching. I don't know what to do about that. I'll have to ask my mom. But anyways, I'm gonna water quickly and then I am going to head inside again. I usually would just hang out on the couch and hang out with Cole and whatever, but since he's not here, I'm kind of tempted to just put my headphones in and watch something on my phone in bed, just like laying next to the tripster. He sleeps in his bassinet right next to me still, which I just love. He's about to grow out of his bassinet and I am not ready for him to be in his room yet, so he's gonna be sleeping in a pack and play for a while. Which is just funny to have all of that stuff set up in his room and he hasn't slept in it once, but that's just the way it goes. he'll have plenty of nights of sleeping in there when I'm ready. So anyways, I am going to say goodnight for now, and I will see you tomorrow. I kind of forgot that I have to wait for the laundry to be ready to go into the dryer, which is a little annoying, but that's okay. It's only 8 o'clock. I haven't been going to bed until like 9:30. So I can just wait for that while I'm watching my YouTube or whatever I'm doing. But I got to remember to switch it because like all my shorts, my nursing bras, like I put everything in there. I'll have to be naked tomorrow if I forget to put it in the dryer. So nobody wants to see that. So I need to remember. My 2 brain cells have got to be working. Good morning, you guys. We had a pretty good night last night. We were up twice, which has been the normal. We were up at like 12:45 and then 4-ish, I think. And then we were up for the day about 6. So it really wasn't a bad night. And I slept pretty good-ish. I had a hard time falling back asleep after he was up, which is always a bummer. And I haven't been having that problem until the past couple of nights. But it was especially bad last night because I kept thinking I was like hearing things. I think just because Cole's gone. But that was alright. What's funny is that if there was actually an intruder, I would hear them before Cole would hear them. So I'm not sure why I feel so much safer when he's there. But I do. So little man is just playing on the floor. I just made my coffee. I have my sausages cooking and I started my oatmeal. I'm going to go put my clothes on for the day quickly while those are cooking, and then by the time I'm done with that, my oatmeal should be ready. Go take care of that. Hey, don't be doing that. We gotta go out to the ranch and take care of all the animals. We have to take care of the chickens and the hounds and the cat. And we have to water the tomatoes. Yeah. Are you gonna be helpful? I've been trying to decide the best time to go out to the ranch this morning as far as when he usually naps goes, and there's really not a great option. So we're just gonna go for it. We have to feed the cat, water the tomatoes, feed the hounds. You're very happy. And I feel like there's something else we're supposed to be doing, but we'll figure it out. I put my coffee in a Go cup so I can enjoy that on the way. I'm gonna take Gur so she can run around and exercise, and we'll kill 2 birds with 1 stone there. And he'll either fall asleep on our way or he'll cry the whole time, so hopefully it's the first option. Huh? Hopefully it's the first option. You're happy right now. Hi, Stinky. Hi. We should grab your passy so that might help us if you're crying. Got it. Okay, ready? Here we go. First stop is going to be to the hounds so that Oh good, Gur is doing a little bathroom stop. That's perfect. First stop is going to be to the hounds so that hopefully they aren't barking the entire time we're doing the rest of the chores. Ideally, I would have brought the stroller out and just like push him around with me as we go, but it's kind of a pain to fold up and down for only being out here for like 5 minutes. So I am just gonna drive from spot to spot and he can be in the car the whole time. So that's your update. Dogs are done. Baby is still happy. Things are going well. Hi Kevin, how's it going this morning? There's some food. Oh yes. Kevin's actually a girl. I'm not sure why her name is Kevin. Cole's had her since she was a kitten. Cat's done. Now we gotta go feed the chickens. I've actually never fed the chickens before. They're a new addition to the group. But they look happy. I can see them in their runs, so I gotta read the instructions and see what the heck I'm supposed to be doing. I don't think it's that difficult. Look at them. They're kind of cracking me up. They've gotten huge since I saw them last. They're not actually laying eggs yet, but okay, here we go. I'm wasting time and he's still happy, so I gotta hurry. Got the chickens fed. They're kind of cracking me up. I should maybe count them. It seems like they're all here. What's up, chicken? How are you kids doing this morning? You're kind of funny. Oh, here comes another one. I'm not sure which of you are pets and which aren't, but you seem pretty happy. Chickens are done. I'm kind of glad that Carson and Kel got the chickens because I've always thought it would be fun to have chickens, but for one, we don't even live out here at the moment, and then I can like the chickens, but they're the main caretakers, you know? It's like a win-win. The last thing I have to do is water the tomatoes, which the tomatoes are looking a little rough, I'm not gonna lie to you. But I'll give them some water. Trip is all but asleep in the back seat, so that's best case scenario. I would bet he'll fall asleep on the drive home. And then of course he'll wake up again when we get home, but I think he'll fall back asleep pretty easy in my arms, and we'll just sit on the couch and I'll do some computer work and all will be good. So I will see you back at home. There are a couple of tomato plants, or tomatoes on the plants. Tripman had a pretty good nap, and I got quite a bit of computer work done, and now then he had some second breakfast, and now I am just making a quick sandwich before we head down to the headquarters. I finally got the logo back from my digitizer that I've been waiting for a bunch of hats, so I'm going to get those going on the machines and continue computer work as well. I've been having oatmeal for breakfast and a deli sandwich for lunch every single day for quite a long time. You'd think I'd get tired of it, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it, I guess. It's kind of nice not to have to think about what you're gonna have. I'm just having that. You're okay, bud. I'm just about done. He's usually pretty content on the floor, but the past couple of days, he's not even like upset. He's just, I can't really tell if he's just talking or if he's not happy to be down there. He's not screaming, so that's good, I guess. He's not even crying. He's just like making a funny little moaning sound. Look at the lion. That's what a lion does. We made it down here to the headquarters. I swung by the post office quickly and we had a great mail day. There was all cards for either Cole's birthday or our anniversary. Our anniversary is actually tomorrow and his birthday is in the first part of August. So That is, and there was no bills, no nothing. That's a win. I also got this bracelet. It's called a booby bracelet. I kept seeing this on my Instagram and I kept being like, I don't need that, I don't need that. And then one night it's like, okay, I'm getting that. So it is like a, well, I'll just open it. It came in this gorgeous box. It's like a clasp bracelet that, wow, this box is gorgeous. It's all wrapped up cute. I think this is like the cleaning cloth. And it's just this little bracelet. And the point is, and it's got cute little engraving on it. I don't know if you can see that or not. Not, it seems. But the point of it is you can wear it on either wrist to remember which side you should be nursing on next, which is very helpful because I can never remember. I was wearing a little bead bracelet, but it broke the other day, so that was a bummer. And then when you're nursing, you can use this to hold your shirt up out of the way, which is super helpful because that annoys me to no end. So I'm very excited to give this a try. And it's also just cute. I should have like a little bracelet stack. That would be adorable. They had like 4 different colors. There was rose gold, which is what I ended up with, silver, gold, and then there was a real copper one. I almost got the copper one because, you know, they say there's like benefits to wearing copper, but I ended up with rose gold and it's gorgeous. So I'm gonna be sporting that. And now we are going to start up the embroidery machines and start working on these hats. I also got, where did I put that? Oh, it's over there on the garbage. That's great. Probably throw it away. They are transfers for some shirts to print. I'm not sure if we'll get those printed today or not. We will just see what happens. Also, not too long after we got here, one of my friends stopped in with her 2 little kids. She had a little boy just a few weeks after me. So that was so fun to be pregnant together and then obviously now have little babies. Cole and her husband have known each other for a long time and we kind of met through them, and then we got a lot closer when we found out we were pregnant at the same time. So it's been so fun just to have somebody close by to go through all the stuff with and talk about what's going on in your life, what's going on in your pregnancy, now what's going on postpartum. So that's been really fun. And it was really fun to see them. I hadn't seen her little boy yet and she hadn't seen Trip either. So that was a highlight. Just used my bracelet for the first time while feeding him, and let me tell you, worth every penny. It was so handy. I'm obsessed. Obsessed. I love it. I just decided to get a little crazy and I went over to the cafe and got a huckleberry milkshake. So good. No regrets. Then I have had the embroidery machines working away and these are turning out so good. I still gotta do the cleanup as far as cutting the jump stitches out, but these are looking really, really good. I think I especially love this tri-color hat with the logo. I think it looks great. And then here is the other one. This is the logo that I was struggling to get the digitizer and myself on the same page, but we finally got there. So just working away on these for a little while longer. It's almost 3 o'clock and then we won't be here for too much longer, I don't think. I also got a little bit of new merchandise ordered for the shop, so I'm very excited for that stuff to come in. I need to get some more fall looking things. For some reason, there's like a whole bunch of Christmas stuff and not very much fall stuff that I'm seeing. So I don't know if I'm like doing something wrong or what. Usually there's a whole bunch of stuff, but I don't need a ton, but I need a few things. So I'm gonna keep looking, but I'm very excited for the stuff that I did get ordered, and I will of course show you when they get here. You guys, I just did the craziest thing I've ever done in my entire life. I put the baby down and then I went and mowed the yard. I got the whole thing mowed. It looks amazing. We'd kind of like get a little out of hand and it's been so hot. So it was pretty cool tonight. My self-propel was unfortunately not working again. Cole had fixed it. Then it was re-broken. So I got a pretty good workout in and I'm very sweaty now. So I need to go hop in the shower, but I'm feeling like so accomplished. Don't you fret, tomorrow night after he goes to bed, we're not doing a single freaking thing. Except for watching a movie that my mom recommended called The Wrong Paris. So I gotta check that out, but I'm gonna go hop in the shower. It worked out perfect because I just had the baby monitor on my phone and I listened to it in my earbuds under my earmuffs. So I could hear if he was like waking up or not, which he didn't, so that was incredible. I have a few things, you guys. For one, postpartum hair loss has found me. So if I get on here again soon and I'm completely bald, don't be alarmed. I'm not gonna have a single hair left on my head. Secondly, I'm cracking up because I've had it in my brain all day that I wanted to mow after Trip went to bed, but I did not want to utter the words just in case like bedtime really went to crap and it didn't happen. I try to keep my expectations extremely low because he is still so little. Like, we have a routine that we've just kind of fallen into, but you never know what could happen. So just all day in my head I was afraid to say anything. So after we left the headquarters, we went back out to the ranch just to check on things since it's so hot and make sure everybody was good, which they were. And then we came home and hung out. I had some dinner, we played, and then at about 7 o'clock he went down and I thought, I'm terrified to go mow because what if it wakes him up? But I put the sound machine right on my nightstand so it was right up by his head to drown out as much sound as possible. And it seems to have done the trick. So also I have to note that he's a very easygoing guy. So I'm just like lucky in that regards. But anywho, my shower felt amazing. And now I'm gonna go crawl into bed with wet hair and everything, which I will really regret in the morning, but that's a problem for future me. Hello you guys, we are back in action today. Yesterday I did not pick up the camera at all, mainly because we were doing the same things as the day before, to an extent. We went out and did our chores, and then I had every intention of coming down here to the headquarters, but Trip's naps got like kind of mixed up because like every single time he would fall asleep something would happen that would wake him up. And then it was like 12:30 and I looked at him, I said, yeah, we're not going to work today, we're just staying home. So that's what we did. And I told myself that I could have the full 3 months that a regular person would have for maternity leave to come and go here as I please, and then I am going to set hours that we will for sure be here. And we haven't hit that 3-month marks yet. So we just stayed home and I felt zero guilt about it. So this morning we have been going great guns. We went out and did our chores. Then we went to the school and did some vinyl there. And he was such a trooper. It was very close to his nap time and he was kind of starting to lose it a little bit. but not too bad. And then once we got here, I put him in his carrier and he fell right asleep and took a really good nap there. And I ate lunch and I started hat embroidery. I'm still working on those bee hats. And I also started some for an outfitting company. Actually, Kayla's husband, it's their company. And I know you actually haven't met Kayla, but you hear about Kayla, so that's who the hats are for. And let's see, now I'm also doing quite a bit of computer work at the same time. Little man is sleeping in his swing, so we'll see how long that lasts. His naps usually get a little shorter as the day goes on, especially if he's not on me, so we will see, but what we get is what we get. Last night after I put him down, I did not do a single thing either. I got ready for bed, I crawled into bed, and watched a show on my phone, and it was very enjoyable. We might do the same thing tonight with a little bit of productivity sprinkled in. I'd like to do a little bit of laundry and stuff, but we will see. I think today was our last day of doing chores. I've got to touch base with Cole's brother, and he was gonna do, I think, tomorrow and Sunday morning, and then Cole will be home. Thank God. I miss him so much. It sounds like they're having fun fishing, which I'm very glad about. But yeah, I'm ready for him to be home. So that is that. I'm gonna go keep embroidering and computer working, and I'll probably just pick you guys back up at home because we're doing the same old same here at the headquarters. Tripster just took a nap and now he's hanging out on the porch while I deadhead my flowers a little bit and water the lawn, and Gur is getting some time outside. So it's a great afternoon. He just spit out his pacifier. That rotten rascal. We'll see if he falls asleep. Usually he starts flopping all around. He is down for the count, which is just perfect. He's been pretty reliable 7 o'clock-ish guy lately, which I think I've mentioned. So that's kind of nice just to have a routine and have a general idea of how the night's gonna go. He was a little bit reluctant to go to bed tonight, but we made it through. And I try to remind myself, one day I'm gonna miss even the hard nights. And it wasn't even a hard night, it just took him a little while to call it quits. So and then I rocked him, and it was just, it's the best. It's like my favorite part of the day is rocking him to sleep. And we had just the most precious afternoon as well. We left the headquarters, we stayed there until about 3 o'clock, and then we went out to the ranch and checked on things just to make sure everybody was good. And then we came home and he took a little nap right on top of me, which I just love. That's my favorite thing ever. And then when he woke up, he had a little snack, and we sat out on the front porch just getting some fresh air and listening to the sounds and chatting. He's so smiley, which is so fun. So we did that, and then he hung out with me while I cooked myself dinner, and I ate with him on the kitchen floor, and then I put him down for the night. I literally, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was staring at us in the mirror at one point in the day, and I actually got a little teary because for one, he's the cutest thing I've ever seen, and he's just literally so special. And like, he's just never gonna be this small again, and it's so sad, but it's the best at the same time. It's like, it's really just messes with your brain. So anyways, I am going to be just a tiny bit productive tonight. I'm going to wash the bedding on the extra bed because Mom and Dad have both slept in the bed, and then also there's like pee and stuff on the comforter because that's where I change his diapers, and stuff happens, you know, during diaper changes. So I'm gonna throw that in the laundry, and then I have a few dishes back here that I'm gonna get done. Then I would like to shower, and then I'm going to hop into bed and watch a movie. I didn't watch the movie last night because I had started this reality TV show that I was watching, but I'm gonna watch the movie tonight. I think I told you it's called The Wrong Paris, and my mom recommended it, so that's what I'm gonna do. Last night was so enjoyable. Just, I got all ready for bed and then just laid in bed next to him. I put my headphones on and watched my show while he just slept in his bassinet, and it was really just precious. Everything feels so special. So anywho, I'm gonna quit blabbing and get to work so that I have a chance to actually plop for a while before I go to bed. I'm on a strict 9:30 bedtime these days because then he gets up about 12:30 and 3:30-ish. So that's that. Alright, it's 8:30 and I did the dishes. I started the load of laundry of bedding, and I should fold the stuff that's currently in the dryer, but I'm not going to. And I'm gonna go crawl into bed, start my movie, and just hang out for the rest of the night. I think tomorrow, I always want to call Trip Cole. I don't know what is wrong with me. I was gonna say Cole and I think are gonna go to Great Falls. I think Trip and I are gonna go to Great Falls just for a little something to do. This sounds like dumb, but it's pretty, well, I don't even think it sounds dumb. My days are literally the exact same even though Cole's not here. Like, I still go to the headquarters, I'm at home, I'm doing the same chores, I'm still feeding my baby. But it feels really boring without him here, and I think a trip to Great Falls, I have a couple of gift cards burning a hole in my pocket to Old Navy and Target that I got for my birthday. So I thought we could just go to Great Falls, meander around the stores. It'll be good practice for us getting out and about, because that does still feel kind of daunting. Maybe that feeling never goes away because we do it quite a bit, but it's always like, what if he starts crying? What if he's this? What if he's that? But we just got to do it. So we're going to do that. I have a Walmart pickup order that I just placed, and then Cole's birthday is this week, and so I have a birthday cake and frosting in the order. I also have, let's see, there was a few things I had gotten in the order. Birthday cake, frosting, I feel like there's something else, and then also we always like to have toaster strudels on our birthdays, which is so random but fun. And then I also have a pickup order for his birthday present, which he's not going to be impressed that I got him a present, but that's too bad. He deserves it. He's not really a birthday guy, and I do everything in my power to force the birthday cheer upon him. So we're going to, especially now that we have a baby, it's like we got to make him special. So we're gonna do that, and I will bring you guys along for that. And then thank God the next day Cole will be home. I am so ready for him to be home. Trip and I have been doing great. I can't, like, I'm not complaining about any of that. I just miss him. Like, I just want him to be home. I love sitting and doing nothing with him at night. That's like the best part of the days. So other than rocking the baby to sleep, just hanging out with my boys, that's the best part of the days. So I'm gonna quit blabbing. I'm gonna go hop in bed. We're gonna start up a movie called The Wrong Paris, and I'll report back on how it is, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, you guys. Trip and I just got in the car to head to Great Falls. We had a pretty good night of sleep, so that was good. Except for I was kind of laughing at 3 o'clock because I was exhausted, and I was thinking, man, I can't wait for Cole to get home, but unfortunately it doesn't like necessarily mean I get to like sleep through the night or anything. Like, nothing changes for my nights. Even if Cole were to get up and feed him a bottle, I would still have to get up and pump, so I might as well just get up and feed him, you know what I mean? So I was kind of laughing about that because I thought it would feel pretty good to sleep through the night, but that's all right. Sunday I'll sleep through the night again. Like I said, we're just hitting the road. We didn't have to do chores this morning, which actually was really nice. I actually texted Chance last night and asked him if he wanted us to do them, and he said no, he would do it. And I thought, oh, okay, we've been doing great at them, which is true, but I'm kind of glad we didn't have to do them this morning. So our only stops we have to make are Walmart and North 40 because we have pickup orders at both of those. And other than that, we can just kind of go wherever we want. Oh, and I only have 77 miles left in my gas tank. I need to get gas. Thank God I looked at that. That happens to me in this car a lot because it has a very large gas tank, and so then I like forget to pay attention. But anyways, I need to get my oil changed. But I don't know the logistics of that with him, because if he wakes up and he's crying and we're sitting there, we're stuck in the car because they're changing the oil, and I don't know. We'll just see. If we get there and he's sleeping and there's not a long line, we'll do it. If we get there and there's a line, we won't do it, or if he's awake. So anyways, I'm gonna hit the road and I'll report along the way. Okay, we made it to Great Falls. I did not go get my oil changed because there was a huge line of people, which I suspected there would be. It's mid-morning on a Saturday. So if we happen to drive by on the way home and there's not very many people, we'll stop in, but I'm doubtful. And I got some lunch, and now we are at Old Navy. I'm trying to decide if I should nurse Trip before we go in. It hasn't like really been as long as usual, but he'll probably get crabby in there. Then I could nurse him in the dressing room. I am not sure, but hopefully we can find some good stuff at Old Navy. We are back from Great Falls. I only filmed those couple of clips because really there wasn't much to film. We had some wins and we also had some losses. So we first went to Old Navy and I got one shirt. There wasn't a whole lot. I was hoping for like more shirts. One problem that I'm kind of running into, some of the shirts that I loved and also dresses that I loved were like not at all breastfeeding friendly, and they would be terrible, so I did not get those. I did get this cute pink striped t-shirt that on the tag said it was $23. And I thought, oh, well, whatever, that's kind of expensive for a t-shirt, but I got it anyways. And then when we got to the register, it was actually only $10, and I wish I would have known that, or I might have gotten a few more. So I might go online, because I do love these just plain Jane t-shirts. I actually am wearing one right now, so I might go and see if they had other cute prints. I can't really remember what they had, honestly. So we got that at Old Navy and used my gift card, so that was a win. I then went to Hobby Lobby, which I would love to be showing you what I wanted to get at Hobby Lobby. However, I went mainly to be looking at frames. And their frames are on sale like every other week, and I didn't know if they were on sale this week or not, but I wanted to go look at them anyways so that I could either purchase them in person or online. Actually, I might not have even purchased them today because I wanted to look at them in person and then kind of get an idea of sizes. I don't know what sizes I want to print or which pictures I want to print, so I need to kind of figure that out. But at least now I have an idea of frames. So tomorrow they'll be on sale. I think they're 40% off, so I'll have the whole week to kind of decide. And so here's some of the frames that I liked. I liked this one, if it'll focus. Okay, I liked that. I also liked this, but I think this might be a little too much frame. I liked these because they're simple. However, they're going on a brown wall, so I don't think that's the winner. And I also liked these, but I'm not sure if I want to go with colored frames or not. So those are our options. Then we were in there, so I thought we might as well browse around. they have all their fall stuff out, and then they are actually already putting out all of their Christmas, which is absolutely absurd to me. That actually kind of irritates me as a small business owner. It's like you don't even have a chance to compete at all unless people are just in the market for supporting a small business. So that, it's just like a bummer, you know. But anyways, I thought I'll browse through the fall stuff. I kind of was in the market for a wreath or some sort of something to put on the pink door at the headquarters. I found the cutest bow, and then I thought I would also grab some fall napkins for when we have our Scarecrow Festival. I always have treats and whatever, so I had napkins and cups. And I was standing in line. This is the bow. It's like a very oversized bow, and it was really, oops, and it's really cute. So I had these 3 things, and Trip and I are standing in line, and I had started in this one line, and the cashier was so slow, like unbelievably slow. She's like asking the people which direction they want their sprigs of fall twigs in the bag. I was like, just put them in the bag, it doesn't matter. So I go over to the other line, and I was standing behind this lady, and I was perfectly fine, and this lady comes over and she says, "Ma'am, I thought she was telling me that she was opening another register." So I thought, perfect, I'll go over here. No, she was telling me she thought this other line would be faster for me. But then I had gotten out of line already. I knew that line was not faster, but there was a whole bunch of people behind me in line, so I couldn't just turn around and get back in line. And I knew that Trip was this close to losing his mind because he needed to fall asleep, but he wasn't gonna fall asleep unless we were like moving. And so he's holding it together, but I could tell he's like ready to not hold it together. And we're standing there waiting. The lady comes over and she's like, "I'm so sorry, I steered you wrong." I'm like, "Yeah, me too." So then we're waiting. Trip has completely lost it at this point, and I said, okay, I tried to hold out for a while. I thought, we can handle a crying baby. People can handle a crying baby. I am a firm believer that babies like hold space in society. If they're crying, it's not the end of the world. It got to the point, it's like, I don't even need these things. This isn't even what I originally came for. I said, "I'm very sorry." I put the stuff on the counter and I left. So that was a bummer, but it was what it was. We did not end up going to Target because Tripster was quite tired and he was falling asleep in the car, which was perfect. But we did stop at and I also like didn't really know what I was looking for at Target, so, and I wasn't in the mood to try things on, so it really wasn't a loss. We stopped at North 40 and picked up Cole's boots, which was a whole nother story that I won't bore you with, but we got them. Here's what they look like. They'll look this nice for about 2 seconds until he starts wearing them, but that's all right. That's what they're for. I need to get the boots wrapped and hidden somewhere because one thing about Cole, I need to hide them until his birthday. One thing about Cole is that he says he doesn't want presents. The second he knows that he has a present, he cannot leave it alone. He wants to know what it is. He's shaking the box. He's bugging you that he wants to open it right then. And so I just need him to not know that he has a present. I stopped and got my Walmart pickup order, which I was so glad we had a pickup and didn't have to go in. And then Trip slept half the way home and cried half the way home. So you win some, you lose some. I'm still very glad we went. You know, you only get better at those outings by doing the outings. So I'm glad that we did it. We survived, and Cole should be home. I'm not sure if he's getting home tonight or tomorrow, but because their fishing tournament isn't done, I think he's getting home tomorrow. I haven't had a chance to talk to him yet today. So anywho, thank God he'll be home. We miss him like crazy. I know he misses us, and that's that. So thanks for spending the last few days with me. It was nice to hang out with you. And that's where I'm gonna leave you guys. So thank you for hanging out with me. If you made it to the end, you're the very best. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video and also comment and say hi. Let me know that you're watching. And I love you guys. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the next one.